So, how did it go? I do hope your superiors weren't too cross with you. No, I just arrived. I didn't hear anything, but you appear more relieved than solemn, so I'm optimistic. A title! That's wonderful! I cannot say I'm surprised. You've more than earned it. Although, I must confess, I already heard about it. My family needed to know for the ceremony. Speaking of, it's nearly time. You were in there quite a while. We should leave immediately. Forgive my retinue. Since the summit, the captain of the guard has been zealous about defense. My parents and I must have 3 loyal knights by our sides at all times. Not that I'm complaining. I appreciate the safety. I only hope you don't take offense. They aren't here because of you, far from it. You have won our trust and hearts with your heroism, even the captain's. In fact, the kingdom will be honoring you at the ceremony. I know you don't like attention, especially given your previous employment, but if it conflicts with your nature, I must insist. You deserve recognition for your efforts, and we refuse to be outdone by the Dominion, even though we're allies now. Regarding the Dominion, can I surmise you aren't one of their associates anymore? I'm sorry. I know it wasn't a pleasant occupation, but still, it must sting being cast aside like that for saving me. Oh, I didn't realize you found it so distasteful. Then, congratulations, I suppose. Now you can say you're an adventurer in earnest. You may serve whomever you wish. Here we are, the Grand Hall. We will begin momentarily. Listen to the steward here. You need only stand where he tells you and follow his instructions. Don't worry. It's nothing complicated. We don't assume you know our courtly etiquette. Just bow and scrape where seems appropriate and you'll be fine. I'm needed at the throne. I'll see you in a flash. Don't let the crowd bother you. Friends, countrymen, and our new allies, welcome. None of us will soon forget the summit held by the Republic. It was a time of tribulation for us all. All 3 of our nations held our breath, anticipating peace. Instead, we were shocked by their horrifying betrayal. The lives of my family and my homeland were thrown into jeopardy. Many lost their lives in service to our kingdom, taken by those we would have broken bread with. We remember the names of the fallen, and we will never forget their sacrifice. Today, however, we come to honor those fortunate souls who remain with us, those who saved our lives and turned the Republic's treachery into our triumph. But first, I would like to recognize a particular savior, the instrument of the peace we now enjoy, the one responsible for rescuing the king, queen, and myself. A hero, not born of this land, but another. An ancestral enemy who still served at my side and risked life and limb for the kingdom. Good people, I give you my guardian. You may approach the throne. My friend, please kneel. By the power invested in me by my mother and father, by the people of this land, and the alliance born of tragedy, I name you knight-errant of the kingdom. Rise, my knight. Take this blade. It is forged of the finest steel and bears the emblem of the royal family. As long as you remain in the kingdom, you may wear that symbol with pride. Any who see it will welcome you as a servant of the crown. May you raise your blade often in the defense of our nation, and may you never need it to defend your honor. You are most welcome. Face the crowd and stand tall, for today you are of the dominion and kingdom both.
Listen, all I'm saying is that I rode out through enemy territory, mind you, to bring the cavalry. I could have just fled. Your chances weren't great. If I had, your precious heir would be headless, but I didn't. I brought our soldiers and saved the day. I think that's worthy of a sword too. Actually, I don't need a sword. All I want is a good firm handshake and a modest fortune. A chest of gold, maybe. They wouldn't miss it. They're royals. Fine. I suppose they don't owe me anything. But what about you? Rewarding your deeds set a precedent, right? I don't see why you get to be special. Ungrateful? Hey, I'm very grateful that the Dominion gave us these shiny medals and the military pensions and our lot. But what about the kingdom? You got a ceremony and a knighthood. I got, what, a pat on the back? Yes, they pardon me, but that hardly seems sufficient. I haven't committed that many crimes. Oh, you're one to talk. I cannot believe this. I'm an accomplice to one assassination and suddenly I don't deserve any gifts? You're lucky the heir smoothed things over for you. Come on. The king and queen like you. Don't you think you could talk them into giving me... Your Royal Highness, I can take a hint. I'll leave you two alone.
Forgive me for interrupting the reunion with your friend. I wanted to speak with you. I see. I wasn't going to say anything, but I could sense your consternation. Well, from both of you, I do realize that without your friend's assistance, our lives would be forfeit. A pardon may not be glamorous, but I hope a clean slate will give the freedom needed to start a new life. Conspiracy to murder is no small thing. Despite everything, the kingdom has offered forgiveness. Not that we won't keep watch. As you can imagine, recent events have made us a tad paranoid. Mother and father are still wary of the Dominion and its recent scheme. My parents know some, but not all. The Dominion has been reluctant to share secrets, but they divulged enough details to keep relations peaceful. We are invested in making this alliance last. But yes, your involvement remains concealed. You're welcome. Until now, I wasn't sure of my feelings, but I I think I made the right choice. And I feel more confident knowing that your ally has kept silent. It would be easy to reveal the truth, to undermine your heroism. Your friend is in the business of selling intelligence, yet this remains unsold. Loyalty like that is a rare thing. A second example of honor from the Dominion. Another crack in my belief that you were all ruthless knaves. I'm sorry for calling you a warmonger. Yes, I do need to apologize. I am supposed to comport myself with dignity and grace, even in a catastrophe. That is what makes one a true leader. But I cannot say I had much grace that day. Thank you for saying so. I have given many speeches, so it comes naturally. Sadly, that alone does not constitute leadership. But if you insist, I'll take credit for turning that execution into surrender. I was quite proud of myself for that. So, what will you do now? Do you know? You may not serve as you did, but the Dominion hasn't cast you out. Far from it, they would not have venerated you otherwise, but there are certain opportunities only the kingdom can provide, if you're interested. For instance, you performed expertly as a caravan guard, and after what you've done, the captain is amenable to granting you a more permanent position. You would be stationed in the palace as a royal protector. My protector. Not that you have to, it was merely an idea. I understand if you have other plans or a better offer. I just would like it if you stayed. At least for a little while longer. Would you consider it? You will! I'm so glad. I knew you would. I have been rather coy about my feelings. Please, believe me when I say that I don't want you to leave. I want to talk about nothing and everything. Spend more time with you. I want to learn your history, how you came to be here. And I would love to share my home, the wonders of this kingdom with you. In short, would you be opposed to a courtship? Oh, my parents are well aware. Uncomfortably so, to be honest. Given this blossoming alliance with the Dominion, forming lasting connections is crucial. Thus, my parents have impressed upon me how favorable a partnership with a decorated Dominion veteran would be, especially one so selfless, heroic, and historically significant. All but saying your name, of course. To be clear, that is not at all my intention. I'm done marrying for political advantage. This is born of my desire and no one else's. Not like it was with the Republic. Yes, that bond is well and truly annulled. In fact, in the sight of the law, I've never been married. In the kingdom, matrimony under false pretenses is illegal and thus invalid, and the Republic is far too busy to protest it. So, my record is clean, if you care about such things. I see it as a quirk of the law, but it is cute nonetheless. But I must know, what is your answer? It was not easy to meet you alone. I bought us privacy for this purpose, but do not let that sway you. Even if your answer is no, I will always appreciate what you've done for me. Yes? Yes! Oh! Yes, what a joy this is. Then please allow me to bestow upon you a gift I held in reserve. No, it's a small thing, a trifle. Let me get a little closer. Turn to face me, please, and close your eyes. You know, if I were an assassin, this would be an opportune moment. Just keeping you on your toes. If you thought you were done with intrigue, you were sadly mistaken. Courtship with me means participation in court. A more deadly place I cannot think of. But I forget myself. We had more important matters, lovelier matters. I have the kingdom at all times, but right now, I just want you.